like George Washington was 12. He giving you nothing. You feel me? What's up? Detroit St. Louis is man. Everybody wants to go.
What's tonight, folks?
Job, okay.
No.
They just blocked him.
I'm not saying it's Joker's fault. I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying.
Get him down 3 games is a quick sweep.
It's a mentality thing. That's really what I think it is.
The Kobe fed away from 10 feet. You know what's in me?
Yeah. What's good,
What
fellas?
up? What up?
I don't even know if did my air horn come through?
No.
My settings might be fucked up.
He's nervous. He's nervous.
Good fucked up.
Nervous for what?
I ain't nervous at all. That's what Troy.
We don't duck smoke around here, bro.
He was talking about that he was talking about we jumped him last time.
Y'all did, nigga. Y'all tried. Y'all didn't succeed.
Hey, you solo dolo today, bro. So you better come on.
I don't.
Yo, hold on. Why my shit not playing though? See, I'm having trouble. I don't know why, but I don't know why my ear horn not coming through. Hold on. Let me check my motherfucking audio settings. Oh, I see why. Y'all can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Why my shit still playing, bro? This shit on repeat? I still don't hear it, bro. I'm sitting over. I should have tried this shit before we got on, but anyway, I'm just making ATM wait to get cooked real quick. I didn't want to talk about this top 10 real quick. What the fuck is going on with my bit? Did the voice change?
No. Now I can't even hear you.
Oh, can't hear you now. And now he's gone.
What? How convenient that he's having technical difficulties. The moment the top 10 is brought up, his air horn stopped working. His mic goes out.
Oh, don't do that.
We can't hear you, Troy.
Don't do that. He's always ready for the smoke, man.
We all always ready for the smoke.
It's just, you know what I'm saying? StreamYard be having some technical difficulties. You know, YouTube be having some technical difficulties. Basically, what happened was, right? Let me give you a quick rundown. What happened was, right, while he's fixing his Joan over there, what happened was, you feel me? What up, everybody? I know we live, so how y'all doing? What happened was, YouTube and StreamYard are trying to postpone this meal that Troy's finna make real quick, because he's finna get in the kitchen and get to cooking up real quick for one time. I'm gonna come in with the sauces because I'm the sauce boss. I love sauce. You feel me? So I'm gonna come in with the sauces: barbecue, hot sauce, some ranch. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of honey mustard. You know what I'm saying? I even got the Thai chili in there. You know what I'm saying?
The sauce boss.
You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna come in. We're just gonna combine it together. We're gonna toss it like some wings at Wingstop or something like that. I got fire wings.
That's funny.
You feel me? I know y'all got Wingstop and stuff out there, but we got a whole bunch of different stuff out here. So I'm gonna go Wingstop to relate to y'all. You feel me? Toss it like some Wingstop, and we're gonna serve it up. I don't know if y'all like celery. I like celery. I really don't like carrots.
I love celery.
You feel me? With some ranch, and then that's how we're gonna get it cooking today. You know what I'm saying? So
I fucks with celery.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like celery is slept on. You know what I'm saying?
Still can't hear you, Troy.
I can't hear nothing.
Can't hear nothing.
How you make it worse, bro?
Oh man,
you're getting a whole lot of lip reading over here right now.
I know if I put it here.
There it is.
I know if I put it here, I'm good, but you still can't hear. We might not have a soundboard today because I don't know what's going on with my soundboard.
Might not have a soundboard.
But
so
I'm here.
So you're not finna hit y'all with the voice changer in the soundboard. Y'all got lucky today.
Y'all not gonna
the narrator is gone today.
Yeah, the narrator and my horn and everything else is gone. We ain't got no LeBron James.
No robot voice.
You need help. We ain't got none of that today, fellas. We dry today. But ATN, you got a problem?
I just want to know.
You just want to know. Spit it to me.
I just want to know. Your list, was it based off your criteria of not putting Giannis in it because he's still playing? Or was it based off our question that we asked or that Cousins asked? Shout out to Cousins that he put out there saying, if Giannis were to retire today, if his career ended today, you said he would still not be top 10. So that's the first question. Which one is it?
Which one is what is my top 10 list build over?
Is Giannis genuinely not on your top 10? Is it because he is still playing?
Giannis is not on my top 10 because he's still playing, yes. Okay.
The question that Cousins wanted you to answer was if his career ended today, he asked if you had imagination, right? And you said you did.
Oh, here we go.
That imagination question was
Come at me.
crazy.
Don't try to bend this and say, oh, I'm not gonna use imagination. This is my top 10. Oh, there goes the mic. There goes the mic.
I'm about to say what the fuck happened to me. Y'all hear me?
We hear you now.
We hear you now.
All right. It's my top 10 list for you guys that's in the chat. That wasn't here last week. Somebody banging something. What y'all doing? Y'all playing African music in the back? That's Mulich over there playing a fucking African motherfucking tin can, because that's what that was. It was a tin can.
I gotta go back to my tribal roots sometimes.
The intro of this show all fucked up. All right. So no, I don't.
I just want to know the criteria outside of the fact that Giannis is still playing. That's what I want to know.
I mean, why?
I don't want to hear. What do you?
So let me tell the people.
If you're just gonna say, "Oh, it's my list,"
let me tell the people that said it in the chat. My list
we could just end it right there.
My list was Tim Duncan, Dirt, KG.
That's it. That's
Malone, Charles Barkley, Mikal, Bob Pettis, Dennis Rodman, Troy, and then Chris Webber. That was my list.
I feel like you hate on that Troy pick.
Yeah, I do. I think he mad at Troy. That Troy's number 9. Like, I feel like I ranked myself, good.
Hold on, Troy, because I got a question. ATN, are you saying my boy Troy right here is not the 9th best power forward of all time?
Is that what you're saying? You lucky I got my damn soundboard, bro.
He may be
on record, bro. We got you on record.
He might be 11 or 12. I don't know about 9. I don't know about 9.
12?
He might be 12 at best.
I feel like that might be a little disrespectful. I feel like you might not take this whole game into account here, bro.
Mulich, I get it, Mulich. You using that imagination thing? He said.
That's why I put Troy there. It was for Cousins' imagination.
I know that's why.
Oh, so okay, all right.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Nah, but number 9 was Sean Kemp. But no, I just went through. I went through the guys, and I skipped over a couple of guys. I could have put some 1954 guys in there, Could put some plumbers up in there.
Y'all got to stop calling these dudes plumbers.
Some pipe fixers.
So I would understand up until Malone. Even if you want to consider the
that's because 18, you rank current players. I don't. So my list when I'm ranking them, I'm
basing it off.
You saying your list would stop at Malone? You said your list would stop at Malone.
The question was, if Giannis was done playing today, where would you rank him all time?
And I answered the question at the end.
No, you didn't, because you're answering the question by saying, "Oh,
I said he wouldn't be." I said he would not be top 10.
So that's not answering the question. That's dodging the question, my man's.
He said, "Where would you rank him?" I said he would not be top 10 for me. That's how we got to Troy doing the top 10.
Where would you rank him if his career was over
today? And I said
today?
He would not be top 10. I watched it back. That same night I watched that segment back because I was wrong about something, and Buwat was right, so I had to watch it back.
But why would you say that though?
Why would I say what? He not top 10?
Yeah.
Because that's what I feel. If he was to retire today, he would not be top 10.
No, but your logic was just the fact that you.
Hey, ATN, what happened? Hold on now. You having mic problems?
Did I go mute? Now it's on me.
You back.
I wasn't here last week. Can you just tell me who was number 10 on the list?
Oh, here we go.
Chris Webber.
Chris Webber.
Yeah. Okay. You want to know who number 9 was?
No, just 10. Just 10.
Because number 9 was Troy.
It was who?
It was
You
Troy.
heard what he said. It was Troy.
Nigga.
You
No,
talking about
I'm-
Troy- you talking about Troy
My
Brown?
man's over here.
You talking about Troy
Like,
Brown?
he's not a
Lakers
hooper
right
like
now?
that.
I'm talking about FTSL Troy. That's what I'm talking about. You told me use my imagination, cousin.
That's bad.
I'm showing you I got an imagination. You feel me?
That's imagination going wrong right there.
That's right. That's how Troy likes it, ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all gonna
That's
really
how
sit
Troy
here and
likes
act like my boy wasn't averaging 25, 12, and 3.
You better tell him. Wait, hold on. It wasn't 3, it was 5.
Oh, my bad.
5.
Yeah, I gotta get it right. 5.
I'm better than Stephen A. Smith.
Are we serious?
I
Hey,
just I
Hey,
don't
little ports real quick.
I just
Hey,
don't like I don't like
somewhere in the near future, not near, but somewhere in the future, SAS might make an appearance on From the Sideline.
Yeah,
I just
I'm
need to
trying
see
to ball Stephen A up in basketball real
You
quick.
feel me? Oh, we might have to meet up with
I
him
mean,
in
if
LA
he's
or
on your
something.
top 10 power forwards list, he might not come.
Nah, he coming.
I don't
What comes down
understand.
just because how crazy it is.
That's right.
No, it's just no, because his logic is that he's still currently playing, but that wasn't the question. The question if he was no longer playing, where would you put him?
Right, but how we got to Troy's top 10 list, and Cousins, correct me if I'm wrong, was I said Giannis would not be top 10 if he retired today. And then Cousins said, so give me your top 10. And I said, I'm not
Okay,
going to
so
give
why-
you my top 10 right now.
What are the
That's how
why-
we got to Troy's
Okay,
top
so
10.
why is Chris Webber, Sean Kemp, and Dennis Rodman
Oh, those my guys.
ahead of
Yeah,
Giannis?
Dennis up there, bro. Because Giannis is still playing. Like
You
you,
can't
cannot
say that.
you're
That doesn't
asking
make
me-
any
yes, you're
sense.
asking me in your logic. I didn't do this list to rank Giannis. I did this list so I could tell Cousins the 10 guys that I have ranked.
Okay,
as the
but
10
that's like saying,
best power forwards.
but you just put out 10 names. That's like saying, I don't believe.
No,
Steph
those are the
Curry's top
guys.
10.
Those
I
are the
don't
guys
believe
that I
Steph
think.
Curry's top 10. I'm just gonna list 10 players. Anybody can do that.
I don't think Steph Curry when he was retired, I would replace him. Is he one of the best point guards all time? Steph Curry? Yeah, you can argue that.
No, he's not
100%.
one.
You
He is the
can't
best
say it.
point guard.
He's
of all
one.
time.
No, he's not. Imagine he
Yes,
just
he
said
is.
it's him
No,
and
he's
Magic.
ahead of
He
Magic at this
just
point.
said it's him and Magic. And
His
I'm
name
saying
is
it's
Wardell, and I'm taking.
I know. I knew
Wardell.
that was
It's
coming from
Steph.
Moolish.
It's
Nah.
Steph.
Yeah,
I was
but
waiting for that from
his
Moolish.
name
What you
is
say, Cousins?
Wardell, and I'm taking Wardell every time.
What you say, Cousins?
I said you can't do that if you going like if you saying I don't rank current players, you
That's what I said. Is he?
You're
Would
trying
he?
to have it without having it. You can't say I
No.
don't rank current players and say he's one of the best of all time.
Yeah, you
don't
can. I
rank
said.
current
I
players, so he's
said.
like,
I said if.
But
I
you-
said if. I said hold on, DJ. I said if you want to say Curry is one of the best point guards of all time, then I'll
I'm talking
go with
about-
that
why would you go with that?
because he's a very good fucking player. We have not seen
That's a lot
just
of
like
very good
LeBron.
players.
I never said LeBron is not one of the greatest players that we have ever seen play the game. I just don't rank him yet.
And you say that based on what?
Of what have I seen from him? His career. LeBron's career is basically to me. He got about 3 more, and then so to me it's towards the end of it. So to here is just icing on the cake. He's just adding more
So
frosting.
why
to
can't
whatever
you?
he's already done.
So you can see everything of the
Yeah,
player
100%.
done.
100%.
You can look
But
at
I
accomplishments.
don't rank them
You
until
can watch
yeah.
games, but then when it comes
Like-
to ranking, you just
Like I
hey, man,
explained.
I just
like
can't
I
do it.
explained. So I'll
Just
give you.
can't do
I'll
it.
give you the real logic. Just like I told ATM before the show. Right. Growing up in the 90s, right? How where I grew up in my friend circle, we didn't rank players, right? When they were active. So Kobe wasn't ranked until he retired. Paul Pierce didn't get ranked until he retired. KG didn't get ranked until he was retired. So that's the system I follow because that's what I'm raised on around the guys that taught me sports. It's these guys you admire them for what they do when they active and while they're active and you give them the respect that they're due when you rank them when their career is over. So it's not that I don't want to rank active players. Yeah, I can see that they're Giannis, KD, LeBron, Steph is probably going to be somewhere in the top 10 list when they retire. But for me, just for me, like I said last week, I like to wait till their career is over before I rank them because when Steph Curry had 3, I could have had him at 13, 12. And now I got to move him. And then I got to move him. So I don't like moving
That's
people.
fine.
And I've said that to you guys.
I mean, you
That's
don't have
fine.
to. I mean, you don't.
I
Have
don't
to,
like
right?
moving and
You don't
down
have
and
to.
moving.
That's
I don't
fair.
want to. I don't want to redo my list every 3 fucking months that somebody
That's
goes
okay,
off and do
and
something.
that's
Or
fair.
every
So
NBA
that's why
season,
we ask.
I have to go
we
in
add
and
a
redo my
contingency
list.
to it by saying,
I mean,
if the
realistically,
career ends
though,
right now, don't even worry about the future. It's just
Now,
currently.
I said
Like,
if you want me
it's
to
not,
rank
that's not going
current
to change your
players, I can
all-time
rank current
list.
players.
Like you can have an all-time list, right? Like your top 10 right now, that's your top 10, right? It's Duncan, Dirk, KG, Malone, Rodman, Kemp, Weber. That's your current top 10 list, right? But we were asking you, where would Giannis fall if his career, it doesn't change your list. You're just placing him where you currently view him as right now. That's not changing your list. Your list can still be that.
I don't know if that's
it doesn't matter if you like the answer. It doesn't. I'm standing 10 toes down on it right now. This is what I don't think
people
you guys
stand 10 toes on troll takes all the time. So
not
I can't,
Troy.
Just because you standing on it don't mean
DJ,
nothing.
when I troll, don't I be like, yo, I'm trolling?
Yeah,
you're trolling right now. You're trolling.
When I move, I'm not. I'm not.
Sean Kemp, bro.
I'm not.
He's dead ass serious.
I'm not.
He's dead serious.
I understand his. I understand the logic. I understand the logic of he's putting him ahead of Giannis right now because he can't or he doesn't rank current players. That's fine. We're not asking him to change his whole ass criteria. We're just telling him to put him in a spot.
What? He said he doing what? Hold on. When you say you telling me what?
We're not telling you to change your whole ass criteria.
You telling me to go to La La Land?
Play or
current, telling me to go to La La Land like the hot top time machine. When
no.
Players
because you just said
don't do that.
You just said that you can view where Steph Curry would land. You just said
no. I don't know
where
LeBron
James would land. You can.
I never.
Just said
you
would
said
you know the area.
No,
you know the area.
No, I.
You just said that you can see a possibility of Giannis being top 10.
I know where they're going to. Where I'm going to.
You know around where he's at.
I got a question for y'all.
You're lying. You lying.
I got a question for y'all.
I'm not.
You're lying. You're lying.
No,
cool,
I'm lying to your logic. To what you're
in reality, you're lying. There's no way you can tell me, bro. I don't even look. No, I'm not even saying exactly. Hold on. I'm not even saying exactly where. I'm saying if I say just give me
tell somebody you're taking, they can tell you lying about.
You know how like you know
how
people
am I lying about what I'm saying? I'm telling you how I feel about a damn.
You know how people say a ballpark. Like if I was just to say, bro, just ballpark where Giannis said. You just saying, bro, I just don't know. Like I just don't know. Or if I said it was Steph, like you just ballpark where he is amongst all-time players. You wouldn't be like, oh,
all-time.
Maybe he's around Chris Webber and Paul Gasol. Like, no,
it would be hard for me to rank Steph Curry all-time, but all-time point guards, I could rank him pretty easily right now. But I don't because I don't want to. And I told you it's not my logic.
You can rank Steph, but you can't rank Giannis.
The only thing
I told you my answer to your question for the last time, 18.
He's hard-headed.
If Giannis' career ended today and I had to rank him, he would not be in my top 10.
Okay, and your logic behind it is because he's still playing. That doesn't make sense. You see what I'm saying?
No, it's not. It's because I'm doing what you want. I'm looking at what he has done, and he would not be in my top 10.
Okay.
But you got Chris Webber number 10.
Yeah, that's with Chris Webber because he called the timeout. Now I'm trolling. You see the difference? You see the fucking difference? No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Oh, but that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
I ain't got the fucking.
That was great.
But check though, like, look, I'm lightweight off of that, but like when it do come, because I am a person who like redo lists and stuff like that. Like realistically, if you're talking like an all-time list or whatever, even if you go season by season, like you really only have to really consider every year, like maybe 4 or 5 dudes, maybe year by year.
4 dudes.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like okay, let's say after the Warriors won last year, right? And then I made my list 1 through 50, and now the Nuggets just won. I really only got like 4 or 5 guys rankings who would have potentially jumped season by season because of the top 50 dudes ever, you know, in a certain era, that's only going to be like 6 or 7 guys that's currently playing. So like after last year, I would have had to only think about Giannis, Jokic, Steph, Tatum, Jimmy, maybe Luka. And then that's kind of it. Because you don't also like, to me, you don't move down on the list neither. Like once you above somebody,
if somebody moves down, and that's like I would rather have that person that I'm gonna move down stick, and that's it. My final move. Bang, bang.
No, yeah, I ain't. Wait, what? Oh, okay, I get that.
Yeah, if I move him, I don't want to move him down some more. And like, only way I want to move him again.
Well, no, you don't move
somebody else. Great comes along.
You're not moving somebody down.
Somebody's just spot. Yeah,
somebody's just going up. Yeah. So it's like wherever Jerry West is.
Yeah, but see.
His career is over with. People are just going to leak past it. I'm not just going to be like, oh, all of a sudden I look down on Jerry's resume. Like,
right.
I mean, it can happen because as you get knowledge and understanding. But for the most part, you're not going to be like, you know what? All of a sudden, I think David Robinson is now 20 spots lower. Like, it don't work like that. Wherever he at, that little area. That's
Yeah,
where
some people do that shit though.
Yeah,
Some people do that shit though. They'll find something out about a player, like Karl Malone had you know what he did, and they be like, oh, this nigga is 1,002 on my list.
It's
like,
very rare. I don't think it's nobody in my head I can think like when I really start making lists.
Stupid fans.
That when
I don't call
it.
people name, but you guys are stupid. But no, the thing that you say about Tatum and Luka and stuff like that, like I don't even think about ranking those guys yet. Like all time.
No, I didn't even talk about you. I'm saying period for any.
Yeah, no, but
I'm
just saying for me,
like,
I don't
if you
think
make
about
it year by year. You really only gonna be thinking about okay. Now
I haven't thought about ranking
where's
KD.
Where's Jimmy go?
I don't know where the fuck KD is going on my list.
You said what?
I don't know where KD is going all time for me. LeBron, yeah, you're right. I probably got a ballpark for LeBron, but for me,
no, you got a ballpark.
I don't think LeBron.
You got a ballpark for everybody.
LeBron is not as high in my ballpark as he is in other people's. So that'll be another discussion when we get there.
That's bad.
Right?
That's bad.
I know DJ had a question.
I get it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna kick it to DJ. But yeah, I don't. It's hard for me. I don't think
you got some trauma. So I understand.
So these players is over. I ain't got no trauma.
You got.
I got an autographed signed birth card back there. I ain't got no trauma at all.
You got some trauma.
That shit got.
If you a Celtics fan talking about Brian, you got some trauma, my
No, not at all. Because last time I remember. What was the reason?
That's not the last. Whatever you about to say is not the last thing.
What was the reason? What was the reason he went to the Heat? Go ahead, DJ. You got a question? If I could drop my mic, I would, but I can't.
You got some trauma. You got some trauma.
So I'm just gonna put it up and then put it down. I dropped it.
I just wanted to make a comment.
We talk about.
I just wanted to make a comment when you call Troy a troll. Let me tell you something, man. Because if he's he has a lot of Skip Bayless in him, and what I mean by that, no disrespect, I don't know how you feel about Skip.
That's all right.
But there's one interview they did on All the Smoke with Shannon Sharp. Have y'all ever listened to that interview at the end?
Yeah, where he say like Skip really believe this stuff.
He really believes. That's what I'm trying to say. He really believes this. He's not trolling you. Like he's being dead serious.
Nah, he's trolling the situation.
What Shannon say? He really believe that. He really believe Brian not that good.
I'm not that same Troy from the old podcast, ATN. My
he really believe that.
I understand, but
yeah, but I'm not that same Troyland. They don't even call me Troyland over here.
I just refuse to. I mean, I understand the logic of not wanting.
You don't gotta believe it. You don't gotta believe
currently.
But when
also
the question going back
is posed,
to, go ahead.
No, go ahead, DJ. ATN talked enough.
Also, because he made the comment that Curry is one of the greatest point guards of all time. I just want to remind y'all, even if he say he's one of the greatest point guards of all time, top 10 does not quite just because you're top 10, it doesn't, or you're not top 10, it doesn't disqualify you for being one of the greatest players. Hell, if you one of the 50 greatest, you could be one of the 50 greatest players, and it's still one of the greatest players of all time.
Dirk is one of the greatest players. He's not top 10 player.
It's Wardell.
Yes, we know, Moolish.
Can I ask one?
But when you say that, can
I ask two Giannis related questions, and then I'm
go
ahead.
Questions.
To Troy. Do you think Giannis is like one of the 3 or 4 best players in the world right now?
I told you last week if I had to pick who's the best in the league right now, like the world, I would say Giannis.
All right, cool. So Giannis is and you've been feeling like this for how long? 2 years maybe since he won his championship. All right, so that's for like 3 seasons essentially.
Yeah.
Cool. Did you ever in life think Chris Webber was one of the 3 best players in the world?
3 best power forwards, yes.
No, players.
No, I wouldn't say that. No.
Okay. And Chris Webber played a very long time.
Yes, he did. And he called that timeout.
Okay. I'm done. I ain't pressing nothing else.
It's only funny to me because I just saw the clip of when Draymond did it in the finals. Even though they were losing.
I did
that timeout, bro.
It's funny about that Chris Webber thing because he traveled too.
100%. Any other questions, ATM, before we move on? We get off this now.
You didn't answer the question, but it's cool.
I ain't gonna lie.
He said he's not in his top 10. He said it over and over again.
There was no reasoning. There is no reasoning. His reasoning.
If Giannis played in today's league, he's staying behind my boy Troy.
He said he's still not top 10.
Thank you, Moo. Troy's still in the top 10. I ain't going nowhere, fellas. Man, go fucking.
He
If
just
Giannis' career
he just
ends
looked up
today,
he
he's
just looked up
10
top he
behind
just looked
my
up
boy
power forwards
Troy.
all time, and he just put out down a top 10 list, and then he just left Giannis off of it.
You go look at. I can show you 5 top 10 lists right now from ESPN, Bleacher Report, and any other one that does not look like this. Because I literally told you, I went, sat down, looked at some people, skipped over some people. It's like, all right, I'm bang, 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 bang. And then
Where's Dirk at on that list?
And the reason for Chris Webber being there was because he called timeout.
Chris Webber was there because he called timeout.
But that ain't trolling. But that ain't trolling.
What?
Uh-oh. He got that look on his face like, yeah, okay,
Buak got the thug look like, nigga. As soon as I get off this podcast, I'm about to go kill a nigga look on. As soon as I get off, nigga. As soon as Troy said we out, nigga, I'm gonna go kill a nigga.
Maybe a little bit.
All right. We
no face,
on.
no case, no fingerprints, man.
We moving on. All right, let's start with James Harden because that's how we got
Bro, why is we talking about James Harden?
Because something else came out. He said some other shit. He said some other shit that Mulish wanted to address, and I think we should address it. So he said, Daryl Morey is a liar, but now he's came out and he's elaborated on it. He said that, when he signed when he signed it was like, I'll buy in, I opt in, I sign it. He said Daryl Morey said he was going to trade him quickly.
He lying.
I think that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. James probably looking around Philly like, bro, why am I still here?
My question is, do you think this is true, or do you think it's James Harden getting back into his fat suit bag?
I don't know. I think it might be true. Shit. I think James, after the season, there's probably talking about it like during the season, and then after the season, James got to look around like, hey, I still see North Philly, gang. Like I'm still in Philly, bro. So what's going on? I was supposed to be in LA. I'm trying to get to Houston. I'm trying to go to LA because you feel me. Texas is right there. Texas is pretty close to Cali. You know what I'm saying? It's only like 2 states away. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm all the way over here in Philly. That's hella far. I'm trying to go to LA where the bad ones is at, and you holding me up. So that's why he was in China talking that shit. Like, yeah, this lied to me. You know what I'm saying? Playing with my emotions and my feelings. I was supposed to be in LA with the bad ones, and he got me over here in Philly. I ain't trying to disrespect the Philly Jones, you know what I'm saying? But he got me over here in Philly, Give me about this mug. So, yeah, I just think he upset because he's trying to be back with the bad ones. You know what I mean? I want to hear Boo next. I can't blame him. Go get what you go.
I want to hear Boo up next.
I think he's lying. I think he mad about that money. That's what he mad about. He thought he was gonna get that long-term deal, and he didn't. And this like the cop out. Like, well, he said he's gonna trade me fast, but he didn't. So fuck you. He mad about that money because it sound worse when he just come out and say it's about the money. You know what I'm saying? So
it's always been about the money for James, though.
It sounds even worse when he come out and say it's about the hoes, and I'm trying to go to LA with the hoes. That's what he really means.
He don't want to. He know if he say it was a handshake deal, he gonna get in trouble too. He know he can't say that.
Yeah, he can't
go back to Houston with those hoes, so he got to go to LA with the other hoes. He said,
but hey, maybe he could just do what Poor George does: get a podcast and go at it. Get your own platform, say whatever the fuck you want.
But that's different though when you say a motherfucker told you like flat out, I'm giving you that money. Like that's different. Like he
didn't say. But he didn't say he was giving him the money. He said that he was going to trade him.
Don't worry about
it. So let me understand. So what you guys are saying, what Buap and Cousins are saying, that what you think is that James Harden is lying on the fact that he's saying that he said he was going to trade him quickly. And you're saying that Daryl Morey promised him that he was going to give him a contract.
Okay. Actually, I think he said. I think he mad about both. Also, officially, Cousin Marcus.
Oh, you damn!
No, that's my fault. No, I tapped the thing. Officially, Cousin Marcus is anti-James Harden 9.8 times out of 10. Except right now.
Welcome to the dark side, brother.
No, but not right now because he's not. Right
now you still on the dark side though.
I mean, I hate him. I legit hate him. I legit hate him. But right now, he's not wrong. This the story that I pieced together. He took the pay cut so they could get whoever they got, whatever, help the bench. Oh, they got PJ and they got I think Daniel House. He took that cut. Him and Morey cool. Morey tell him, hey man, if you take this cut so we can add a few more pieces, we trying to make a run. I got you on the back end. Next year, I got you. Harden like, cool. This year come around, I don't even think this is all Morey neither, because Morey love Harden. I think people finally getting in his ear and making him realize, hey, man, we ain't going to get it with this Harden dude. Like, he not what y'all thought. What you think he is, he not that. And we going to lose Joel if he going to be our number 2. So now Morey like, hey, man, I can't pay you. So Harden like, oh, you can't pay me? Trade me then. Get me up out of here. I don't need to be here if you're not going to pay me. Morey said, all right. Morey said, all right, he on the phone with the Clippers. He don't like the Clippers package, so he said, fuck it. We off of that. Like, I can't pay you because they in my ear telling me you trash and I can't give you that much money. I can't trade you because I still think what your worth is, they not giving me your worth. So you just got to show up. And Harden like, no, you ain't about to promise me money. 1, promise me money. 2, not give me the money. Then I say trade me. 3, not trade me and expect me to just be okay with that. No. And I feel him 100% on that. If it's just some regular, if Morey had just strung him along and be like, hey, man, we'll see about next year, Morey would be cool. But don't make me a handshake deal and say, next year I got you. I promise we're going to give you X, Y, Z. Because when I knock on the door, I'm expecting X, Y, Z. Don't talk about, hey, man, they said. I don't care about they. I care about what you told me last year. I showed up last year. I played as many games as I could. I jumped out of my body a few times in the playoffs when nobody was expecting that. I did as much as I could. I fulfilled my obligations. You need to sign that check. And I feel him 100%. But I will be the same way. You promised me this. I fulfilled my part. You fulfill your part.
That's definitely the real reason. I read the article earlier. That's definitely the real reason. But
I can respect that though. It makes sense. He probably did promise in the bag. He promised him something.
He did. He definitely promised him that.
Promised him something.
He for sure promised him the bag, and then
because this is my point too, and this is why I could agree with Cousins, and I'm gonna kick it to ATM before I kick it to DJ. This is why because if we just go back to Houston, right?
Mm-hmm.
Daryl Morey said, "Oh, I'm gonna trade you" when he asked out. James Harden said, "Okay, I'll play." He came back. He played.
Daryl Morey went there.
No, Daryl Morey was there. He left. I think didn't he leave after that? Did he leave after the James Harden trade?
Was he already in Philly?
He was already in Philly, I think.
Yeah, he was already in Philly.
That's why he really wanted to leave. They was blowing the team up from top to bottom.
That could be. Yeah, I could swear Daryl Morey was there.
That was like the first reason why Harden wanted to leave Houston. Morey was gone.
Yeah.
Because Morey believed in him like nobody, more than he believed in himself. Like he would move heaven and earth for Harden. Like he called him his basketball Jesus, bro.
Yeah, I literally said that. Like he.
Oh yeah, he said James Harden saved his career.
Yeah, like he put every egg he had in the Harden basket, bro. Like he believed in him. I believe he still believes in him right now.
Yeah, he got traded. So I am right. He was there. Morey was there, but then he stepped down and James Harden got traded 3 months later. So remember in that offseason, James Harden asked for a trade. Daryl Morey said you can have the trade. And then all of a sudden, when the season started, James started playing good. He was dropping 30. I think he dropped 30 in like 7 games. Yeah, James was playing. He was balling the fuck out. James was balling out. James was balling the fuck out.
He was hooping. He was
balling the fuck out. And then when he went to Houston, because Daryl Morey was gone by that time, then Houston front office is like, we're not going to trade you. And that's when he started his antics. So what I'm saying is
Harden didn't ask for a trade in the offseason, though.
He didn't ask for a trade in the offseason.
No.
It was like right before the season started. It was in the offseason.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, the offseason started when the niggas get out the playoffs. Like, that's when the motherfucker usually asks for a trade. Like
all the way to season start.
He asked for it. It was a lot of shit that went into involved. Like he didn't like the Steven Silas hire. He didn't want Steven Silas. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then they traded Russ. Which meant we finna rebuild, and he wasn't on board for that shit.
No, 100%. But I'm just saying, I'm not talking about it from James Harden point. I'm talking about it from the organization's point of view. So I'm piggybacking on what Cousin was saying about Daryl Morey promising him something and then not giving it to him. What I'm saying is he could have been the same thing could have happened in Houston where Daryl Morey was there. They promised him the trade, and even whether Daryl Morey was there or not, those talks had to be about right. So James Harden front office says we're going to trade you. Whether Daryl Morey was there or not, front office said we're going to trade you. Then he starts playing good, and they're like, nah, we're not going to trade you. Then he starts his antics. What I'm saying is those two situations are kind of similar to me. It's like if you're gonna promise somebody something, then follow through with your promise. Don't sit here and be like, yo, I'm gonna do this, and then and in business, there should be no promises made. But I'm kicking to AT and go ahead. AT.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Cousins' breakdown was pretty spot on. You know, there's obviously a reason why he's calling him a liar. We're not there, but Cousins' reasoning is pretty logical, and that makes sense. You know, it was because I was reading rumors about it was potentially the contract that Daryl Morey promised him, didn't get it, and I thought, you know, all right, that makes sense of why you would call him a liar. But then the whole breakdown of him wanting to get traded, but then, you know, there's nobody actually out there pursuing him in that contract. So it's like, how? I mean, if you're Daryl Morey, how can you trade him if there's no suitors out there? You know, at the end of the day, it's still a business, and you don't want to lose out, like, just because, like, you made him a promise. At the end of the day, like, Daryl Morey's got to look out for himself. He's not trying to get fired, too.
I feel that point, though. You know
what I mean? Like, yeah, I can do right by you and trade you and get trash back, but then where's that going to put me? You know? So at the same time,
you wouldn't be in this position if you just paid me.
No, I mean, I get that, but at the same time, you can't pay him. Like, he's not worth that money.
You shouldn't. Hey,
so I mean, that's Daryl Morey's fault for promising him that.
Care about that.
But you can't pay him. He's not worth that money.
I agree that he's not. Well, I don't even.
And Daryl Morey put himself. He kind of shot himself in the foot because if he pays him, it's kind of you can't. How are you going to justify paying him that money?
Because you told me.
But how do you afford to lose him though? Because
at this point, yeah.
Like,
at this point,
like nobody wants to trade for him but the Clippers. You can't be a smart front office and bring other teams into it so you get a better package. It's the same thing with Dame. Like if the Heat's the only one showing interest, then get somebody else involved that could take a couple of pieces and give you a couple of more pieces. It happens all the fucking time. There are five team trades.
I feel like Dame is easier to trade right now than Harden is. 100%. Like so much.
I don't
disagree.
know.
I disagree because it's about what you asking for.
Right.
Harden is every player in the league is tradable. It's just about what you asking for. Harden got a stigma on him because of XYZ. At the end of the day, he's still a quality player, and you can trade him. It just depends on how much you're trying to get back. If you're trying to get back three good rotation guys and 4 picks, then you smoking crack.
That's a good deal.
That is a good deal, but you still
that's too much to me, and I feel like that's probably what Morey looking at. When he on the phone with the Clippers, he probably like, I want Rocco, I want Norman.
So you think Morey's overvaluing him?
Yeah. That's the only way that trade is not happening. We all can get on the trade machine right now and put together a Harden to the Clippers package.
Hey, we did one for Dame. We did one for Dame with no picks, just players, and it went through. So
I mean, the Heat, I think, if the Heat to get Dame, it seems pretty easy. You let go of Duncan Robinson, you let go of Tyler Hero. Just money wise is right there.
I don't think Portland
player wise is not there.
Portland want that deal. That's what.
No, Portland doesn't want that deal. But I'm saying
player wise is not there. That's why Portland doesn't want the deal.
And then
that's
Dame,
why.
I mean, at the same time, it's like Dame doesn't want to go anywhere else.
But that's why I can see why.
I was just going to say that Dame screwed them by leaking out. He only wants to go to Miami.
Yeah, because what I was trying to say, like, Dame is easy to trade for. But at the same time, what organization wants to trade for him if he doesn't want to be there?
That's why Dame really screwed the Blazers by leaking. He only wants to go to Miami because now if I'm Orlando, if I'm Cleveland, if I'm whoever else, why would I?
I'm not going to.
I'm hanging up the phone. He not going like that rental shit. It worked with Kawhi, but for the most part, nobody wants that rental stuff. Like that's not a thing. I'm not about to have him here and he grumpy and shit. And like that's not.
Starting shit in the locker room, breaking up the culture we got. Nah, I'm with you.
Yeah, that's not. And I don't think Dame is a guy like that. But in general, that's the. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying, get somebody who don't want to be there because eventually he gonna let you know he don't want to be there in so many words.
DJ,
I mean, Cousins was spot on. That's what I was gonna say. I think Morey promised that man that max, and now he's like, nope, I can't do it because Morey has to look after his own job. He probably wanted to, hey, I'm gonna offer James Harden a max, and they like, no, the hell you not. No, you're not.
That's probably exactly what they said.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Like, no, the hell you're not.
I understand it now.
And now Daryl has to go back and be like, hey, bro, I can't do it. He's like, well, trade me.
I put Lil Will.
Can't do that either. That's probably what the conversation was. He said, trade me. Daryl's like, I can't fucking do that either. And he was like,
and I guarantee James doesn't want to just go anywhere either.
That's why he said he wants
to go to the Clippers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Daryl
because
Morey was like, I can't make that happen, bro.
Exactly.
and because him and Daryl Morey are friends, he feels hurt by this because they have a close relationship. So
Of course, he feels hurt because he feels like that's his homie and he betrayed him. Of course, but at the end of the day, the business, he got to look out for him.
One or the other. Either you're gonna pay me or trade me. You ain't about to kidnap me after you made me a false promise. That's not about
I
to
ain't
happen.
gonna lie. Maury in a tough spot anyway, though, because at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure he would like to give James the money because he fuck with him. He probably love James Harden like for real.
I mean, yeah, if it was up to me.
You got a James
He got-
Harden tattoo.
He can't do nothing about it though. Like he got bosses, they don't want to pay James, and that's just what it is.
And that's the ultimate problem. It's like, yeah, James is probably coming to him like, bro, you promised me, and I get that. Yeah, friends make promises all the time, but there's also bosses that control the money, and the boss is like, bro, I don't give a damn what promise you made. No, and James was like, okay, well, trade me. No, nigga, we can't do that either, bro. So, nigga, I don't know what to tell you. Either you're gonna get released or you're gonna sit your ass back here and play basketball, dog. But there really ain't a lot of options.
What Daryl Morey has to do is like, all right, I'm gonna pay you this money, but you got to give me some back after I get fired.
But at the end of the day, what are you getting back from James Harden if you pay him all that money? Because if that's the case, you pay him all that money, Daryl Morey, he's as good as fired.
You're paying him superstar money for being the third best player on that team.
Daryl Morey is as good as fired. I feel like Daryl Morey shot himself in the foot and then dragged James Harden along with it.
James Harden just need to go to Saudi Arabia and take that $900 million, bro. Just buy
what is it in pesos?
He one player I could see doing it too. No, I don't know. I could I don't think he would have fun out there, but I think he would just be looking at his account like, man, fuck that.
He got to definitely
tough it out for this season.
He got to go check out the strip clubs first in Saudi Arabia before he goes.
I heard they thick out there though.
But he gonna spend $400 million on security.
I heard they thick out there though.
Hey, Bam decided to make some comments on low management. I don't really care too much about them, because they all say the same thing about low management. Excuse me, Chad. But I read his quote. It says a lot of guys sitting like low management. That kind of bothers me in a sense. You have a lot of kids and parents who want to see you play. You have kids who probably come from the inner city, and their parents make a way to put them all the way up in the stands. And then for you to find out for them to find out that you're not playing, and it's because you feel like I gotta low manage and be ready for this. I remember as a kid, I would have gave my last dollar in my foot to see Kobe Bryant play. I know if I felt like that, it's a lot of other kids out here that feel like that. Agree? I mean, I know we all agree. Boo-Wop, we still can't hear you. I don't know what's going on. All I see is Boo-Wop lips moving. I don't know if he's talking to us.
Yeah.
Respectfully, Bam. Fuck them kids. I ain't even gonna lie to you, gang.
Oh, fuck those kids. Yeah, that's what the damn.
Because check this out, bro. I get it, bro. I get it.
That's what the damn soundboard coming like.
The kids, they want to see their favorite superstars and blah blah blah, the stuff like that, bro. I get that shit at the end of the day. But people are like, you're essentially trying to police how other people do their fucking job, right? And it's easy for you to say when you're you feel me? Like, you know what you can take, but you're not nobody else. You can't sit up there and tell somebody else to play. You can't sit up there and tell somebody what's wrong with them. So if they feel like they need to take the night off because they're having certain ailments and they are professional athletes and they got to take care of their body, that's the number one priority, then they're going to take the fucking night off and there ain't nothing you can do about it, right? Like, not everybody's going to go out there and thug it out and play and risk further injury, bro. Like, that's like, some people are going to feel like, yeah, I want to do that. Some people are going to feel like, nah, that's not smart. I'm just going to heal up and save myself for another time or another opportunity. But at the end of the day, shut up. Like, just low management. It's annoying, bro. Niggas is gonna play, niggas is gonna not play. Guess what? You have no control over that shit. Get your ass out there and fucking play if you got so much to say about it.
Yeah, it ain't
anybody else?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. They can solve this problem. I've already said they can solve this problem. You only get paid when you play. Like, it should be, hey, you got this much for working out and doing that part of your job, and then when the games come, you get the other part. Like, if you don't play, you don't get that part of your money. Like,
no play, no pay.
But this is the thing.
What if you're injured?
Injuries, would be the exception.
Yeah, even in the NFL, they got the injury report.
But then DJ, I would combat
Wouldn't there
that.
be like a loophole? Wouldn't there be
Yeah,
like,
that's why I say
like,
that
I am kind of
right. The
have
loophole
a
would
rolled
be
ankle.
they would get their doctors to say that they're injured.
Yeah, that's true.
And they already implemented a rule, the new rule saying that if you don't play a certain amount of games, you're going to be ineligible for all the postseason rewards and all the stuff like that. Which includes
you're not even eligible for like all NBA stuff, which hurts their
all
pockets.
NBA, none of that shit.
Yeah,
so
they don't get to get the super maxes and shit.
Yeah, they're already starting to put rules in place to exile or annex load management. But at the end of the day, motherfucker, you're a player. I don't care what you got to say. Either play or fucking don't play. Shut your ass up.
I mean, I get it. I get it.
Me either, boy.
I get it from like a consumer standpoint. Like, you know, if I'm paying all this money, right, and I can only afford to go to one game a year, and I'm hoping to go see my favorite player.
Well, you better pick the right motherfucking game.
There's 41 games. There's 41 games at home that I could go to.
You better pick the fucking right one.
Right goddamn game. What the hell? First game I ever went to. I
want to see Boston play. I want to see Boston play. You think I'm flying to Boston to see Boston play? You're crazy. I'm going to wait till they play the New York Knicks or the New York Nets. And then I'll go see Boston play. And guess what? If Tatum don't play, he don't play. I don't give a shit.
And it's
he on the bench. Right? I can still see him.
This is how wild people are, bro.
See the difference between the troll, Marcus?
People are complaining about going to a basketball game, which isn't necessarily cheap, right?
I'm trying to be like Jimmy.
And you're mad that a specific player isn't playing. If you don't shut your ass up and just support the goddamn game,
the specific player can't be the player though. That shit do hurt.
But it does. But sometimes the best players got nicks and knacks that he need to calm down, rest for a day, and you know.
But I mean, everybody else is playing.
Everybody else is playing. But
as a consumer, you can't just say, "Oh well." Like as a consumer, that matters though. Like
no,
I went to a game last season. I went to a Cavs game, and then we was hosting the Mavericks. We get there. My girl got the ticket. We get there, or I'm just looking, and I'm like, man, I'm pretty sure the Mavericks was on a back-to-back. Of course, like not only did Luka not play, but it's like no Luka, no. Like damn near the whole starting lineup just didn't play, like 4 or 5 players. So it's like, the Cavs is all there, and then the Mavericks starting lineup is Kemba Walker, like just literally the entire bench. Like,
that's ODing it. That's ODing it.
And the only way you could really forecast is if I really was to look at the schedule and be like, all right, the one game he really wanted to go to, I was like, if we go to one game, what game you want to go to? He's like, I want to go to a Warriors game. I want to see Steph. I said, all right, cool. I'm not actively thinking about it because I don't go to a lot of games. But then I'm like, man, let me look at this schedule. Of course, the Warriors, when they came to Cleveland, they on the back-to-back. I'm like, I know they ain't nobody playing that game. Steph not playing, Clay not playing, Draymond not playing. Like I already know, like it's no way I would buy that ticket. It's zero. Like it's no way. Like so that's kind of the only way you can kind of forecast. If it's the second night to a back-to-back, you got a strong possibility, especially depending on the team. You might not see the stars, but then when they do it on the random times, you know, if you coming off they coming off 2 days rest, and now it's a Sunday game, and then the star player and some starting lineup still don't play, then you like, God damn, I tried my best to forecast. Yeah,
I miss Kobe.
Bump all of that. You should be excited. You should be happy that you even at the goddamn game in the first place. This motherfucker sitting
but at the same time, like,
I bought my ticket for a specific reason. I didn't buy Avengers Infinity War to go watch fucking all the sidekicks. I want to see Cap.
They're gonna price it as you're gonna go see Steph. They're gonna price it as you're gonna go see Luka.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand it from both ends. But I also
understand.
See the
Warriors. I want to go see Steph.
No, I also understand.
Just on the smaller scale, if you went to McDonald's and you told them you want a McChicken and a fry, and they came out and brought your ass a McFly,
a McDuck. They had a McDuck, nigga.
Yeah.
I got a McDuck.
Hey,
I got a McDuck, and I
break today.
I got a McDuck, and I got 8-point fries, nigga.
The chickens had a rolled ankle. They can't play today.
I got 8-point fries, nigga.
Professional athlete in professional sports setting is never going to compare. Because if I go to some place where they're making my food, I'm expecting to get that food. I can't sit up there and force a professional athlete to play or be mad a professional athlete didn't play just because I paid for the goddamn ticket. Like that don't make no fucking sense.
it gotta make sense. If I'm
mean, it
paying for
has
the
to.
ticket to see one of
If
the
you're-
best
if they're-
players in the
if they're not
world,
pricing
G,
it
come on.
as such, if they're
Yeah.
pricing
If that
it
was the
as,
case,
you know,
they
there's
would-
a
if that was the
possibility
case,
for
they
him.
wouldn't sell tickets.
If I come to a game and Luka
everybody get hurt, they stop selling tickets.
No, it's not about
ain't no
stop selling
ain't no
tickets, but you
stop
can
selling
price it a
tickets.
certain way.
Yeah. Like put it in a load management discount or some shit. God damn it. I don't
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
what
How
you
do you
Sure,
do
like-
that when you don't know when the teams are gonna sit these players?
give me my money
But
back
you know
after
the
you
day
see
of
the
the
game.
game. You
Give
know
me
the
my
day of the
fucking
game.
money back.
Wait, did
You
you
know the
sit
day
there
of
and
the
watch the game? Did you sit there and watch the game?
And listen, I
I
bought
give you your fucking
popcorn, I
money
bought
back.
beer, I
I
bought
ain't
all
getting
that
your money
shit.
back.
I
You ain't
want
getting
my
it.
money
You
back.
ain't getting it back. You ain't getting it back.
They could give
I
you if
want
you're
my
there,
fucking
right?
money
if you
back.
go, right?
You ain't getting it back,
If you
boy.
go, right, and you
Need
find
that
out
back.
if you
Better
find
enjoy
out the
yourself.
star player on the opposite team, especially if you're like you don't even live close to like your favorite team, right? Like I don't. I'm
Yeah,
a
me,
Bulls
I
fan.
live. Shit.
I'm a Bulls fan, but I don't live in Chicago anymore, right? So if when they come to my nearest city, I want to go see them, right? And they don't have Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan, like that's gonna suck. Even though they priced it at that.
Oh well.
You muted.
He said, even though they priced it.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
You good?
I keep hitting my mic and it keeps
Priced
going
it,
out.
priced it. Yeah, he hitting the
Anyways.
Forrest Gump, nigga.
And they can give you like a voucher or something. Like, here's
Oh, here's a free soda and popcorn for your next stop of the theater.
Because
Like,
a
he
star
go-
player
he go a
isn't
ticket.
playing. How the fuck does that sound? Steph isn't playing
Bro,
tonight.
it sounds legit, bro. If the nigga just sitting on his
That
ass
sounds
because he
better
got
than
a
it
sore
sounds
toe,
better than
Out
paying
here.
full price and
Hell
not
No,
sure.
nigga, it's hard to put that
Listen,
small
nigga.
sore toe, my nigga.
Like here,
Hell
I
here's
don't
no.
care,
Here's some
bro.
free
How
chicken
come
tenders.
Hell
I
no.
care, nigga. That's my
Hell
toe, nigga.
no.
Here's a
Hell
free, here's a free
no.
slice of pizza.
Fuck you and you not caring about my toe,
Fucking
nigga.
game
fuck
or
that
go to
though.
fuck home.
Fuck that
What the
though.
hell wrong
Man,
with
get the
you?
fuck out of here with this bullshit, bro. The fact of the matter is, if you're hurt and you gotta wake up and go to work the next day, you still gotta go do your damn job. Fuck out of here with this
Facts.
bullshit.
That's not true.
Hey,
Shit.
that is
That is
true. That is
That's not
true.
true. That's
It
not
is
true.
true.
Troy.
Not true.
If you ain't got no fucking doctor's note, your ass got to go to work or you gonna get fired. Simple.
That's not true, bro.
All right. Well, you work at a different place. Most people that work get up, go to work. G. You
I
cannot
work
get up
in the
and-
land of Troy, nigga. I work in the land of
Oh my
Troy.
god.
All right,
Yeah,
the
Hey.
land of Troy.
we operating in the real world right
I
now.
think I need to fire some people around here. Then I think I need to
Go
fire some
ahead.
people around here.
Fire them. Fire these
Fuck
motherfuckers.
it, have fun.
I think I need to fire some people around here. Who first on the list, nigga? Who first on the list?
It's not the
Move it.
same though, bro.
No, I know.
Like these niggas is getting, these athletes, bro, are getting like bro,
get paid
it's
millions.
so, bro. It's look, just think about how many athletes right now that probably done gross more money in the NBA than Michael Jordan, bro.
Oh, a lot, mostly all of them. Mostly fucking all
Like
of them.
the man played 9 times out of his 15-year career, 82 games, bro.
Yeah.
That's on
No,
now.
you know I'm with you with the no loan manager, but I can also understand a guy taking off a back-to-back. Like a guy like Kawhi Leonard that comes off a knee
I mean, I
that
get it, but-
KD, or Steph with his ankle injuries. For those guys, we have to understand that if we want them to be there where it matters most, they need to rest. But for all the other guys that just resting the rest of the
That's
time,
fine.
they
Just
should
don't
be
charge
resting.
me like that.
Yeah,
then.
that's
Don't
what-
charge
that's
me
what
for
I'm
when I'm
saying.
gonna go see Kevin
So
Durant. Like if I'm gonna go see,
so you have to take that same stance to when a player gets injured. Do they drop the ticket prices when a star player on the team gets injured?
You can't
No.
control the injury.
Right. But that's
I
what
can
I'm saying
control-
for the
yeah, he
for the
can control
guys
it,
for the
so he
guys
just
that's
can't come
coming.
in.
But that's what I'm saying because for the guys that's coming
Yeah.
back from injury, for the guys that's coming back from injury that has to low manage, they're going to suffer from it too because you're like, oh, you can't low manage, you got to get out there, and then they pop in their knee they're going to pop their knee again or fuck their ankle up again because they're not getting a proper
if you
rest.
don't wanna
But what
play,
I'm saying,
don't play. That's cool.
it can
Bro,
go
if you
both
ain't-
ways.
You don't have to play.
I do
You
agree
didn't
they should
Don't
play.
charge me like
What
they're
you mean
gonna
they're not
play.
getting a proper rest?
They should play.
You had-
They should. No, come on. We know these NBA players say it today that they get a lot of shit off, a lot of practices off, so their bodies are adapting to that. The rest would come in. It's like, all right, we did these workouts
Even
5 days out this
All-Star
week.
break now.
Now I'm
The
gonna
All-Star break is
rest
a
for 2
week.
days. No, I'm not the All-Star break. What?
The All-Star break now is a week. It used to be like 3 days. The whole All-Star break now,
That shit like 2 days.
it's like
Shit
2
like
weeks. Yeah, you're right. It
10
used to be like
days.
4 days.
Yeah, but that's because the NBA uses that as a marketing ploy.
That's fine. I'm just
It's
saying.
not.
if you don't
It's
wanna
about.
play,
It's
don't
about
play.
marketing
That's
their
cool. If you wanna
players.
load manage. all
But
you want.
people
You don't
don't
have
play
to
in the
play.
All-Star game too
Just
for the
don't
same
charge me
reasons.
when I, as a consumer.
I don't want to play devil's
Oh,
advocate, but people don't play in the
Ain't
All-Star
nobody,
game for the
ain't
same reasons.
nobody, ain't nobody load managing All-Star games, bro.
Giannis playing. Giannis didn't play, didn't he? Did he? I remember when
played.
somebody sat out. Somebody sat out.
Someone, yeah, someone.
If
I think
somebody
Giannis had,
sat
like,
out, they was hurt before the All-Star game.
Somebody got in. Somebody got in to start the game and then got right out after a
yeah,
play because they were hurt.
wasn't it Giannis?
I think it was Giannis.
Yeah, it was Giannis this year. I believe.
So that's not playing. Like, yeah, I respect him for
Yeah,
going
but
out
he was-
there. At least he
was
did
also-
that.
he
He
was
also
Right.
missing something at the time too. So.
Right. No, I get that. But you got to respect him for going out there, giving the fans what they came and paid for. But everybody doesn't have that mindset that I'm just gonna go out here to do it. Like, we know these young players or this new age of basketball players, they only care about the success they have, the fame that comes with it, and the money that they put in their pockets. Like, that's what they care about. So, well, most of them, yeah, that's like. So this doesn't fit. Low management fits into that. I'm gonna rest my body, and then when I'm done playing basketball for 10 years, because nobody's trying to play 20 years like LeBron. Who's trying to play 20 years like LeBron? Chris Paul.
It's gonna be some cats that push it.
Yeah,
It's a
definitely.
new
Definitely.
era. But that era, especially if these motherfuckers gonna be load management. I got a cold. I'm taking off tonight, coach. Like, what the fuck?
Damn. I bit my nail too deep. It's too far down. I can't touch the ball, coach.
You know what?
Nah,
I'm
I
healing
feel
from that ankle sprain from 2 weeks ago. You know that motherfucker.
Man, I hit that blunt too hard last night, coach. I can't play today, coach.
Be like that.
I don't think it's completely the
He
player.
said be like
I think
that.
they get a lot of word from.
Yeah, be like that.
No,
shit.
but that's what I was saying, cousin, because I think Paul George just came out and said it too, that it's the organizations or the coaches that like, we ain't got practice today. Oh, you take off today. Oh, do a light practice today. Do this today. Like, no, you should be back in the 80s, the 80s, 90s, and the 2000s, like those guys was in the gym constantly. We hear the stories about Kobe. We know Paul Pierce got stabbed 13 times and came back and played 82 games. You can't do that unless you're in the gym. Like,
I mean,
but we don't
like,
got no we don't got the players. They aren't bred like that. They aren't bred to be in the gym at 5.
They also playing a lot of more basketball before you hit the league too.
That is true. That is true.
That's true.
That's true.
The AAU circuit has fucked up a lot of these young.
So the average player now, who in year 3 or 4, you got way more miles on your body than 20.
Yeah, I agree there. I agree there.
So them a lot of them.
Yeah, so if I want to take the night off because my goddamn knee is swollen from the goddamn game last night, I don't want to hear shit from you or your snot-nose ass kid because I didn't play. You better sit your ass back and watch the goddamn game.
And don't charge me.
You don't have to play AAU.
I'm half and half.
That's true, but it's so
you don't have to play.
But it's easier to get your name out there if you play AAU.
Man, make a mixtape.
Yeah, but then a lot of these guys are only playing.
Yeah, but I don't think mixtapes hit the same as they used to.
A lot of these guys only play
Man,
one
it's social
season in
media.
college.
If you good enough,
one and done.
Yeah, but I still don't. Social media is good, but I don't think mixtapes gonna hit like they did, because everybody has a mixtape now. And if you look at we could just look at YouTube ballers, right? But this is what
it's gonna work,
right? Look at the Devontae Friga. He's a great basketball player. I think he's a D1 basketball player. Like his mixtape, right? His mixtape did well, but once he started playing street ball and getting out there, that's when his social media. So yeah, the mixtape could get you. Oh, look at this guy. But if you're not doing nothing after that mixtape, you're not going to get seen. And a lot of those guys that don't want to go through that AA route or don't want to go through that college route or can't, don't get drafted. Where are they at right now? They're in Hezzy.
Even if you don't play but 1 year, I will play my senior year. I wouldn't play every fucking year, freshman.
No, that's
sophomore.
That's
true.
Like
you're killing your body.
But you're building a skill too, and you're developing your skill along the way. So for the guys that want to take it serious,
I fucking hate AAU, bro. What that did for a lot of these players is make them buddy with a motherfucker,
with each other, yeah. It made the league more friendly,
it make it harder to compete against your friend.
Mm-hmm. That's why when Troy said when I first started this podcast, and I told the niggas that was on with me then that superstars let other superstars get off, and they looked at me crazy. No, that's what I meant. That's what I meant right there. Like, KD gonna drop a bucket. I'm gonna try, but he gonna drop the bucket. Like, how many times do we see guys move out the way, not one get dunked on? Like, back then, I'm getting yammed on. Are you gonna push me to the ground, do the little fucking Scottie Pippen little finger point?
I'm going to foul you.
No, 100% foul me.
Straight up. I'm going to foul you.
I'm still going to DeAndre Jordan your ass. I don't give a fuck.
No, I'm going to foul you.
I will dunk the ball with my fucking nose, nigga. I don't care.
Flagrant 2 type shit.
You getting dunked on. You can hold my arms. I'm like, oh, move it. Knock myself out on the rim. Knocked out in there, nigga.
They're going to throw me out the game. I'm trying to tell you.
You're getting a fragrant 5. Somebody going to fire on you from the crowd, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not even worried about that. Ain't no problem.
You get fired on from the crowd. They don't know where that shit came from. John Morant.
Ain't no problem.
I ain't gonna lie though, like that's the problem. See, that's the problem with this today's era is social media. Players back then, a lot of shot blockers, some of the best ever. Hakeem, Dikembe, they all got dunked on. Don't get
dunked
it wrong.
100%.
Because they wasn't socking niggas at the gym. I'm punching.
No, they was socking niggas in the gym, and they still got dunked on.
It's just it's your responsibility, bro. If you play defense, like if you play defense, bro, you're going. If you're a real defender, it's going to be if you're a perimeter defender, you're going to get crossed up sometimes. It's going to happen. You're out there playing defense. You're out there playing defense. So if you're a shot blocker, every now and then somebody's gonna dunk on your ass. You might not be able to get them. You might think you got the shot. No, you might.
Niggas.
No, you might. No, you right about that. Niggas gonna step to the side more.
They start running. They start running up the court. Or he even does
it's gonna be a thing. I'm telling you right now.
If you ain't supposed to be there, more so I see that. But
yeah,
like we done
Rudy
seen
Gobert is gonna jump.
Yeah, we done seen
Rudy definitely gonna jump. Yeah, but
Giannis on a lot of
that rim protectors are going to jump.
Giannis done got dunked so many times, bro.
Right,
right. Because he like I'm going for it.
I mean, listen, what I'm talking about is what Tatum did to LeBron. You feel me? It's right there.
No, that ain't the same thing though. LeBron is
those type of dunks is what we want. No, I know, but I'm saying
chase down artist. He's not the guy that's gonna stand there.
That's fine, but LeBron still jumped with him and went up and tried to block that shit, and that's what I'm talking about. We don't have that many of those guys in the league. It's the centers that do it.
Game though, right? Right or wrong? Right?
But who's the leader in shot blocks for shooting guards?
What you said? I didn't hear what you said.
Who's the shot block leader?
Shooting all time or
right now? I think it's Dwayne Wade.
It's Wade. How tall is Wade? Wade blocking niggas shots.
Yeah, but Wade not meeting you at the summit point.
He not. But see what I did there was Wade didn't walk away. He didn't move out the fucking way. He went around you and still attempted to block your shot, and he would get him. Today, what you see a lot of guys is just them walking away. They're walking away. Nobody's contesting shots. They're walking away.
They're not playing defense today.
Right.
Period.
No, right. And that's what I'm saying. But I'm talking about that one aspect of the defense. Like they're not. They're like the rim protectors is Rudy. Who else protects the rim? Rudy,
Miles Turner,
Giannis,
Brooks. A lot of guys. Brooke Lopez, DeAndre Ayton. There's a lot of guys.
It's not a lot.
Jared Allen, Evan Mobley.
I give Jared Jackson though, not DeAndre.
Jared Jackson definitely.
Jackson,
Bam
Jared Allen.
Bam Adebayo. There's a lot of guys.
Eight don't sound like a lot though. That's like about 8 names.
It was only 8 back then, Troy. Like damn that every generation. Shit, that was doing this shit.
What I'm talking about, why I bring up Wade is because you always had those outliers that were at other positions that could go and get those blocks, where it's like now in today's those guys aren't trying to go and get those blocks that Wade was going to get. They're not even attempting
guards, but guards still getting the sneaky block. They're getting the behind you block. They're not getting them. I'm right.
They're not getting dunked, but they're not getting dunked on. Period, because they're going to run up the court. I'm moving right out the damn way. I'm going to meet you at the other end. Get a ball of that guy. See you up that way. You feel me? That's
like the only way guards get dunked on, they trying to take the charge and don't get the charge type shit. That's how they get dunked on.
Or they ain't looking. They ain't paying attention to where they are.
You shouldn't even be right there.
Yeah, that's what Cousin said. That's what Cousin said. Cousin said, hey.
I think the way that the game is played today, there's just so many perimeter shooters. It's hard to have guards out in the paint like they used to. Like you used to be able to crowd the paint because they're going to go to the low block or they're going to go in the post, right? So that's why you have a lot more defenders in the paint. It's the fact that the guards get their steals. Why are you gonna be chasing someone if you're coming off a screen, right? Or if they're coming, like why are you gonna chase someone when you're gonna have somebody?
I want to see. We see one-on-one point guard versus point guard. I don't see no blocks.
Yeah, because at the same time, like, what do you? A lot of these guys are driving.
They're driving what?
You're not dunking on nobody that's right in your face though, like that. Like you need a platform to dunk on somebody, so you need a running start, and you need to, you know what I'm saying? Like
I mean, if I'm gonna name some guys, you're gonna be like the athletic. So yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying. Not every guy is gonna dunk right through you, but there are guys that are dunk right through you.
Only big man do that type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how Shaq used to just dunk on who just standing there. Like it don't matter. Like you gotta be a big man to do. No, Vince still had a track. You know what I'm saying? A run.
Yeah, but Vince would dunk on you. Like he would. Vince would yamming on you.
Yeah, but
I don't want to say MJ, but MJ same way.
Neither one of them was vertically dunking on somebody, like just right there. Like they had
they were going downhill.
They beat their defender and then they got
and I said no, but I could have. I feel you on that, but I'm not saying you have to be standing still and throwing. I'm talking about dunking. We see a lot of times a guy will jump and he get carried by the other body and get dunked on, like in the air. That's what I'm talking about. You don't have to fucking be standing still. You can still have a running start and still have a guy that's in front of you still contesting you, and he's floating in the air with you while he's getting dunked on. Like I know we're not going to see. I know what you're saying. He already beat his man. I get what you're saying.
More often than not, that's going to be the big or the help defender.
Yeah, or the help defender. Or in transitions.
That's why
more in transitions.
Posters because he
more in transition.
Helping and he going for it. And if you
what I would like to see is more dunks like DeAndre Jordan. You feel me?
When he social media ruined basketball.
When he caught the case.
He caught the case.
He caught the case, man. He put the body in white chalk. They came out with the whole ambulance truck. The whole truck came out. You didn't see it. The whole truck. They didn't bring the stretcher.
Right. How many bigs in today's league play above the rim like DeAndre or Blake Griffin?
Social media destroyed.
It is a couple of them.
Basketball, bro.
Yeah, but how many of them are as good of a
DeAndre Jordan had that dunk, and then LeBron followed it up like 2 weeks later on Jason Terry. Bro, people are scared.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
But Jason Terry was fucking retarded.
Yes, he was. But that's what I want.
We're not
disputing
yes, he was.
That, but that's what I want.
Not too much on Jet. Not too much on Jet.
He said.
Not too much on
that was his last shit. So I'm gonna give him a pass. He was in no man's land. He know
what he put himself there, bro.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
And I'm gonna give him some credit though. He was like trying to play defense, like he was trying to 3-on-1. He was trying his ass. I would have been like, fuck that though. I'm 45 fucking years old, bro. I'm not on that. Not on that,
bro. He said, "I got you. I got to do it for family."
Hey, let me ask you a question real quick.
What's up,
with your stance, right? So, can you imagine? This is why I say social media has done a lot to ruin like the poster dunk. Could you imagine right now if Vince Carter was to do that dunk on Alonzo Mourning tomorrow? Imagine how many people are looking
TikTok
at that video
2 seconds after it happened,
bro.
Exactly.
They say Alonzo Mourning is still to this day. To this fucking day, mad at Vince Carter over this shit.
Exactly.
To this day.
That's why
you didn't have to do me like that, brother.
That's why.
Fuck.
Yes, I did.
Everybody seen Jordan get shot out his ankles.
See, I went hard on blocks though because I was a blocker. I love blocking shots when I play ball.
If motherfuckers,
I'll scream in your face and block your shot.
Allen Iverson crossing Jordan in today's era. Boy, they would have been
the step over in today's era over Tyronn Lue would have been fucking crazy.
He would have instantly been the best player in the league.
Facts. Did you see what AI did to Jordan?
In the world. He would have been the greatest player in the world.
He shook him out his shoes. He shook him out his shoes.
Greatest player in the world.
Nothing else that happens after that matters.
Nothing.
All right, but let's move on from this low management that we were on. And get on to Lou Will came out and said, I got the quote right here because I am the man. About the six-man trophy, Lou Will say he wouldn't be mad if the six-man trophy was named after a player. He said that would be an honor, if not me, Jamal Crawford, if not Jamal, Manu Ginobili, top 10 shooting guard. I think we're the three guys that championed that. We made it a lifestyle. We made it something that you young guys coming into the league, something for you young guys coming in the league. If you're not going to be a superstar, not going to be an all-star, they still have a position to make their mark on the game. That would be a huge honor. So I'm not fighting. I'm not saying no, it shouldn't be named after me. I would definitely love that, but if not me, definitely Jamal. If not Jamal, Manu, top 10 shooting guard all time. Boo-Wop, thoughts?
Manu not top 10. Fuck. But
I knew that was gonna
I think they disrespect. He disrespecting Kevin McHale to a degree to me, because Kevin McHale actually won the award and won a title as the sixth man. You know what I'm saying? So like to me, I think that's a little disrespectful to Kevin McHale to not mention his name at all. Like, but I wouldn't be mad if they named the award, because Lou Williams and Jamal both got 3. I don't think Manu, not to say that he's not in the discussion, but I don't think he's more in the discussion of 6 men as them 3 guys in particular: Kevin McHale, Jamal Crawford, and
But didn't Manu win championships as a 6 man?
He won. No, I don't think he won the championship that year when he won the 6 man.
No, I said as a 6 man, not as
a 6 man. As a 6 man, he has won titles, no denying that.
And he's been a vital point to him, part of him too. So I would definitely put Manu up there when we're talking about 6
men. I didn't say he don't deserve to be in the conversation, but I'm just saying,
above 2 guys that did not win championships.
Kevin McHale got left out.
No, I agree with you on the Kevin, but I think for me, I know you probably would disagree with me. Most of you would, but it'd probably be Kevin McHale, Manu for me. That's just me. And then I would put Jamal and Lou under that.
I'm not mad at it, but Manu do get a lot of credit. You know, when people say shit like when Pop said like he's kind of like Kobe and like what? Like, bro, stop it, man. Please calm down.
That's what Pop saw. That's not what you saw. It's fine.
I don't care what Pop. That's coaches do that shit. That's like his son or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But the difference between me and my son, and me and Pop, I'm gonna call my son a fat ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let him know shit ain't. I don't gas you up, bro. I'm not here to gas you up. If you really like Kobe,
Phil did it to Pippen, and now everybody today running with it.
Yeah, Phil like to play the mind games. He been known as that type of dude that play the mind game. He used to do that shit at the Bulls practices, play mind games. That's why Jordan stole off a couple players and shit like that. There's Phil out here running the same goofy ass play, trying to antagonize Jordan, because he like to challenge all his players. He do that lame shit like that. He the same motherfucker that wrote a book about Kobe Bryant, how he feel like he couldn't win with him and all that weird shit. Like, Phil do shit.
Anybody else got some comments on this?
I think I know y'all said it's kind of disrespectful that he put Ginobili on there over Kevin McHale. I think that's disrespectful too. But as far as naming the award, hell, everything else got a name on it now. Just name the damn award after somebody.
Yeah, the Manu Ginobili Award. That should be fire.
No.
The Manu Ginobili Award would be fire.
Where's the hate for Manu coming from?
There's no hate for Manu.
I give him too much love. I give him too much love. I give him too much love.
There's no.
Not a top 10 shooting guard. What the fuck?
Listen. At least listen to what I'm going to tell y'all on why I don't think it should be called Manu Ginobili Award.
Go ahead, DJ.
I like the Kevin McHale Award though.
Y'all show was about to jump down my throat without listening. Listen, Kevin McHale, Jamal Crawford, and Lou Williams have both won the award multiple times. Kevin McHale won it once. Ginobili won it once. Like
McHale won it twice.
Twice. I'm sorry, you're right. Twice.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna name the award after somebody that's a 6 man that gets starters minutes consistently.
Okay. Is the MVP? Who's the MVP named off?
I don't know who the
fucking Jordan.
Is it Jordan?
MJ.
Yeah.
Kareem has the most MVPs. So based off that logic, we should just name it that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Award.
No, that's not what I said.
I mean, that's kind of what you're saying. That
no, it's not, because my logic.
Lou has multiple. McHale has multiple.
No, McHale has one. Jamal and Lou has 3.
You missed the bigger point. I'm not going to name the award after a person that came off the bench but played starter minutes all the time. Ginobili had high minutes consistently as a starter. That's what I'm. That's
Kevin
the thing.
McHale did play. Kevin McHale did play high minutes too, though. Like
he did. That's why. I mean, That's why I preface saying, look, hey, it's kind of the same thing with Kevin McHale. That's why I wouldn't name it the Kevin McHale.
I'm taking winning some rings as a sixth man over winning some.
Man, fuck it, man. Name that motherfucker out the Vinny Microwave Johnson, man. Fuck him.
Right. There you go, boo up.
Name that shit Jason Terry.
The microwave.
I don't fucking know.
The fucking
name that
microwave.
Shit, the Van Exel Award, nigga.
That nigga was a star.
So to you, it's more so the actual 6-man role, right? Like Manu wasn't a 6-man. He was more so he was a starter that just came off the bench.
Yes.
McHale was just a starter off the bench.
But all of them guys, all them guys still play starter minutes. Like Jamal played. Like
but that's what I was gonna say. But I left it alone
Jamal,
because
Jamal and Lou, they played in the crunch time. Like they played when.
Yeah, but I'm not. But Jamal and Lou only played high minutes most of the time whenever somebody was hurt. That's why through a lot of their career, you see them playing a lot of high minutes.
When the game mattered most, like in the fourth quarter down the stretch, they were out there. You
weren't
gonna have. So like even though they accumulation, right? They weren't playing.
Yeah, and then Jamal Crawford started on the Knicks. He was the best player on the Knicks, if I'm not wrong. When he was there.
Jamal Crawford. I mean, he started.
Unfortunately, he was the best player on the Knicks. And
that's what I'm saying. Like all of these guys have had starter minutes.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
I'm just looking at
in terms of when they were actually the 6-man, they were playing 6-man minutes, but they were playing starter roles down the stretch when it mattered most, when the game would matter.
Yeah, and I get you with the Manu starting thing because they had to start Danny because Danny was, could come out and give him some scoring with the lineup that they.
Manu was coming off the bench after like their first
year. But his whole career.
Yeah, he was the first one off the bench. It was like 2 minutes into the game he would come off the bench.
His whole career, he played high minutes.
Yeah, like 2, 3, 4 minutes off the whatever. It'd be a couple of minutes in the game. Manu was coming off the bench. He's the first one off the bench.
Manu probably come in like normal bench players come in, like the 4 or 5 minute moment.
No, I think Manu was in there earlier.
No, I don't think he came in a couple minutes into the game. He would come in.
Yeah, like at 8. At 8 minutes, 7 minutes left in the quarter. 100%.
I would say
that's around the time they start subbing the players out. And who are they subbing out? They're subbing out Danny Green. That's who's coming out of the game.
Danny Green wasn't in the league when Manu Ginobili was drafted.
Yeah, like when
because that was the guy that was starting over him when he was a 6-man. It was Danny Green. Danny Green was starting games and Manu would finish games. Yes, it was.
He won the 6-man before Danny Green.
Right. I'm not talking about him winning the 6-man. I'm saying when Danny was there, Manu used to come off the bench and they would bring him in the game early. That's what Troy said. Troy didn't say Manu's whole career they brought him in the game early.
But Danny Green, but it was guys like Michael Finley starting over Manu Ginobili. Like it was a lot of guys starting.
Right, because of the fit in the starting lineup. To me, it was the fit in the starting lineup.
It's because
you could get more out of Manu. You could get more out of Manu coming off the bench with that team than you could probably get out of him with Tony Parker, him, and Tim Duncan on the floor at the same time.
Yeah, it's not so much as that either. It's just Manu was
100%.
Manu wasn't a guy that you really want to be like. He didn't compliment Tim Duncan them for real. Like that's just the truth. Like he didn't compliment what they did. He was a
hooper,
a freestyle type of player. He did what he felt.
But that's what I'm saying. That was my point of he didn't fit in that starting lineup. But when you get him coming off the bench because he could play make, he could facilitate a little bit. He could get to the basket. He could shoot the jump shot. He got the Euro step. Like he had moves that took that bench and was like, all right, we can't just be like, let them sit their starters out. And then we kind of know because Manu could come in and drop 25 on you. Like that was Manu. Danny Green could do it too. But when I'm talking about at the time Danny was there, prime Danny Green. Yeah, prime Danny Green. You remember prime Danny Green 18?
Dropping no fucking 25 on you.
What? Well, I mean that one playoff series, you know what I'm saying?
What? The finals, he's going crazy.
Got 40.
That one finals.
I guarantee you, Danny Green probably ain't dropped 25 points more than 10 times in his career.
Man, you remember that one time?
You're probably right. You're probably right.
55 and 3.
I'm not giving nobody 25 like he can just do that at will type shit.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's a lot of points. I'm not doing that.
I remember that one game in 2087 where he was unstoppable, bro. Clip all day.
Hey, Moo, I hope I know you. Man. We gonna be old as shit. But
all right. Last topic before we get to the end of the post and close the show because we ain't doing the bracket today. We've been here too long. Scottie Pippen is about to have a new part to the family. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he divorced.
It's not gonna be his family.
But look, if it's he got kids by her and she have kids by Michael Jordan, and their kids is kind of related. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
They're in-laws.
That's all I'm saying. You feel me? Now he got to live with Michael the rest of his life, because Michael grandkids gonna play with his grandkids.
Oh shit!
They're gonna be having barbecues, and Michael just gonna be sitting there smoking his cigars, and Scottie Pippen gonna be sitting there with his crazy hair, just looking at him like, "You did this to me." No, the fuck I didn't. My son did it to you. I didn't do it. It was my son. He's the one that put his stuff in her, not me.
Man,
he said dancing all night long inside of Lawrence.
I bet you Scottie bitch was looking at him like, you really think you better than Jordan? What's wrong with you?
He went home and had to sleep on the couch that night. He said that shit. He said, "Get the fuck out! Go sleep in the doghouse."
Scottie wife was looking at baby Jordan when he was about 10 years old. Like, you know what?
I'm gonna marry him one day.
About 40, that's gonna be me.
I'll marry him one day. You wait.
I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Shorty seen what we didn't see years ago. This nigga delusional. Scottie Pippen act like he played professional football his whole career, bro. He got CTE and some shit, bro. Like for real, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, all the rebounds, all the assists he got, all the dirty work he did for Michael Jordan.
Bro, right now.
CTE.
If I was motherfuckers will tell you Scottie Pippen was a great passer, but if I told you Kobe Bryant had more assists than him, how does that sound?
That's true.
Michael Jordan was
a great passer.
I think
we gotta stop.
You remember that one series against the Pistons where he sat out because he had the headaches? Yeah, I think he had just wrapped up something. You know what I'm saying?
He saw how Lawrence. He saw how Mrs. Pippen was looking at Michael Jr. Huh? He was like, "Nah, I can't do this."
Around that time, you know what I'm saying?
He said, "Nah, I can't do this."
And then after that, CTE just took his full course and just rolled off with it into the sunset.
The man, what done happened is he done listened to these LeBron sexuals. What Jordan do without Pippen, and all this bullshit. Like that's what he's listening to, and he's smelling himself. Hey, could he found the better? No, he couldn't have found the better teammate. We will give you that. I will give you that, Scottie. I don't believe he could have found the perfect teammate that would have won him 6 titles, like the way they did it. The difference between Scottie back then understood and knew he was a number 2. Today, he believes he was a number 1 that was masquerading as a number 2. That's what he believes today. I took a back seat. Bitch, you was in the back seat. You never was right next to me. You been in the back seat.
You see, Scottie was the guy, right? You know how? See me, I share something with you. I don't care. I had to take the school bus to school, right? Because it was out of my district. So you know how you get on the school bus and you got the bus driver and you got the bus aide. That's what Scottie was. Scottie was the one telling the children, sit down, put your seatbelts on. Stop throwing those things in juice pockets. Who hit me with this graham cracker? That's what Scottie was doing. All right. Fucking stupid ass Scottie Pippen, bro. I don't need a voice changer there. It ain't working, Boo Up. You didn't know, but you don't get a voice changer there because my shit ain't working. So maybe the gods answered your prayers, Boo Up, because you don't get the narrator voice today.
I think Boo Up hit the nail on the head with his take, bro. I think I don't even have nothing to say, man.
He did. No, 100%. But Boo Up hit it. Like, I mean, look, Pippen got to get over himself when it comes to his wife, to his ex-wife, and when it comes to Jordan. Like, I don't understand what he wants. It's the same with Isaiah Thomas. Not to bring another name, but he need to get over that shit too, nigga.
Oh yeah, every time that's
even like I ain't gonna even lie. I think Isaiah lame about that shit too, but it's more legit than what Scottie. Like with the shit that Scottie beefing with Jordan over is lame and weird. It's out of nowhere. It's like, where did this come from, bro? The shit with Isaiah, it's like you had to be in Chicago in the 80s to know how he feels. Like he went. It was a time where he was beloved in Chicago. When he come with the Pistons, they cheered for him. But when Jordan arrived, over with. It was over. Like the moment Jordan arrived, it's done. It's done. And Isaiah, like, damn,
would Twerk say I snatched his pride? Would Twerk say I snatched his pride?
Yeah.
Look alive.
It's just like the shit with Isaiah he got a real legit beef because at the end of the day, what I do feel he was robbed of. he should have been on that dream team. And that's a fact.
But it wasn't Mike though. We every players came out and said it wasn't Mike.
It
was the
wasn't
whole
just
dream
Mike.
team.
It wasn't just Mike. But if Mike don't say shit, no, it wasn't.
I don't think it was Mike that say something because it was the majority of the team. They all came out and said it.
It was not the majority.
Them niggas did not want him.
It was the main two niggas that mattered the most, Jordan and Magic.
No, because Charles Barkley said the same thing.
No, Charles Barkley ain't had no real.
I think no. I'm not saying that Charles had some real say so, but I think Charles didn't mention that there were a lot more than just Michael and Magic on that team that did not want Isaiah on that team.
It was more people on that team more concerned about playing with Magic Johnson because he had the HIV shit.
Oh,
and
100%.
They cared about that shit. What was going on with Jordan and Isaiah?
100%. But no, I could agree there. But there were more than just Magic and Michael. There were a couple of guys in that locker room that did not want him.
Scottie was one. Jordan and Scottie was very adamant. Jordan and Scottie was adamant. Magic had a little known beef with Isaiah after they beat them in the finals and shit like that because of the way it went down or whatever. But like that was mainly it. Larry didn't say nothing about that shit. What sucked the most for Isaiah about that whole shit was Chuck Daly telling him that, his coach, letting him know, like, bro, ain't nothing I could do either. What you want me to do?
There we go, the tin can beating again.
Yup.
Who say I ain't me this time, I promise. Somebody ever beat on the damn tin can. But yeah, I mean, get it together, Scottie. Get your life together. Go find a new wife, like Muli said a couple of weeks ago.
Just fuck a defense.
I wouldn't even marry a bitch no more. I'm 55 years old. Fuck, I want to get married.
You need to get on his Dennis Rodman. You need to get on his Dennis Rodman.
Let me tell you, dog. I got a coworker, an older guy. He like 60-something. He asked me one day at work, "What's the matter? Y'all don't think old people be fucking? Go fuck a bitch." You right.
They just can't put their legs up as high, but they still be fucking.
Right? And see, that's the thing. That's the thing, right? You feel me? That's the thing, bro. Like, Scottie,
you know, DJ love that one. DJ love that one.
I'm trying to figure out why Scottie so hung up on some old Jones when you Scottie Pippen, bro. All you got to do is stick your nose out there.
She probably got the good, and he done. You know,
you can go pay for some good nowadays. You ain't hear Gilbert Arenas.
Yo, what was the damn Eddie Murphy movie I just watched?
You can go pay for some good real quick. And you ain't
got.
The
guy fell in love with the girl. He got some from a black girl. The white dude got some from a black girl. Fell in love with her. That's what Scottie did, bro.
Hey, maybe he's
trying to tell you.
Yeah, there you go. All night. Fell in love with her, bro. Left his wife. He called his wife. He said, "Hey, honey, where's your mom? Put your mom on the phone."
Put your mom on the phone. Put your mama on the phone. Goddamn.
Where your mom at?
Hey, honey. Yeah, I'm not coming home. Never bye.
I ain't never coming back home again. Fuck. Never.
Never coming home.
But what was the funniest part? The bitch told him, she say, "I think I'm falling in love with you, Richie." That nigga shared a tip. What like? What is a prostitute gang? What's going on with you?
That I really just thought about. Scottie Pippen got a whole ass son that's in the league right now. Not only did his mom date one of his teammates, but
Malik Beasley.
Look, she dating. She about to marry a whole. Like, I wonder how young Scottie feel. Like, you got to look at essentially your cousin. Now you got to call him stepdad.
I mean,
like,
it's wild.
I mean, from all reports, they say Scottie Pippen Jr. got a good relationship with Marcus Jordan. Like,
I'm pretty sure he do. That's new pops now. You gotta have a good relationship with your new dad.
He take care of my mother.
Can't no nigga
respect new pops.
Be 10, 12 years older than me. Because I think that Marcus Jordan about like 34. He about my age. He's somewhere in there about 34, 33. Scottie Pippen Jr. 22. Bro, I'll be damned if I'm calling a nigga step pops and he 10 years old.
You better call that nigga daddy before he take your goddamn shoes away.
Beat your ass.
He said, nah, he gonna tell him like, you either call me stepdad or I'll beat your father.
Call me stepdad, or you can't get a ride to practice. Nigga, what you talking about?
You either call me stepdad. You either call me stepdad, or I'll pull my strings and might make you get cut from the league, nigga. You want to get cut from the league?
But at the same time, what a good son gonna do in that situation is stay out of, like, he got his own life to live.
Yeah, stay out their business.
Like, stay out that business.
Thing,
right?
bro.
Nothing you could do.
Yeah, you do your thing, I do my thing. That's it.
Hell no,
but
get out of that nigga. I ain't even gonna
I'm not saying shit, bro, because like it's lame. Don't get me wrong, because it's just what make it lame. It ain't even so much as his age that make it lame. It just what make it lame is knowing that this your daddy and my daddy was, you know what I'm saying, known as the greatest ever. I mean, gee, your mama throwing that little motherfucker at me though. What you want me to do?
Hey, just like LeBron mother, man. What you mean? What the Delonte West is supposed to do? Not take it?
I definitely didn't. I didn't blame Delonte, boy.
I mean,
you caught me last. You caught. See what I say last night, Moo?
You got paid me.
What I say last night, Moo? I told Samara, I said, hey, just call me up, LeBron mama. You call me up, LeBron mama.
I would have, if I'm Delonte, I would have popped a condom in that motherfucker.
I wouldn't have used no condom in that motherfucker. I would have LeBron's brother right now, bro.
Boy, look good. I would have been real step pops in this bitch. What are you talking about?
The fuck, nigga? I got your little brother. What you talking about?
Y'all out of line, dog.
I'm Scottie Pippen Jr. You gotta fade me, gang. I don't care.
Nigga, I think we're gonna end the show like this, bro. Ain't no end the poster. Keep it for next week, move, because we gotta end on this note, nigga. Scottie Pippen, Scottie Pippen, ex-wife getting fucked by his ex-best friend's son. How the fuck is that?
If you mad about Marcus Jordan, nigga, you should be mad about Future Smash. That's who you should be mad about. Because he made a fucking song about that shit.
You just got to catch some ones too.
What is up with the Tin Can African drum beat?
Yeah.
Hey, all I want to say is prayers out to Scottie Pippen.
But it's crazy, gang, because like he don't know Future personally. Like he know Baby Jordan. He know Malik Beasley. Like
he watched that man grow up, though. That's what we're not talking about. He watched Baby Jordan grow up.
I'm not gonna hate on the relationship because that's y'all gonna do what y'all do. But regardless, how you see the nigga as a kid in diapers, right? You see the nigga as a kid in diapers, and then he grow up, all something. That same thing that he had in those diapers he put in your ex-wife.
But I think we dragging it a little bit too with that right there, because at the end of the day, I don't believe Jordan and Scottie was like brothers.
No, I'm not saying that, but that's what I said. Basketball wise, I'm not. They weren't friends.
Man,
I think they hung out here and there, but they didn't. It wasn't.
And thought, you know what?
But Michael, Mike had his kids around the locker room. That's what I'm alluding to. Scottie got to see little baby Jordan, and then he watched little baby Jordan turn into a 5-year-old, to a 6-year-old, to a 7-year-old, to a 25-year-old, to a 40-year-old, and now I got his wife.
So Mr. Steal your wife.
Mike didn't really have his kids around the locker room, from what I heard. Like players didn't do shit like that back then.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he had them around the guys. They definitely had a get together at his house. He knew who Baby Jordan was.
Yeah, he knew him clearly. Like, I'm not saying he don't know.
He watched that. He's seen that man every 3 years. He's seen him every 3 years. He was 3, then he was 6, then he was 45, fucking his ex-wife.
Yeah, but that ain't enough for me to be that mad at a nigga then.
Man, that nigga turns 15 and
when it got the guy you won 6 championships, every time Scottie look at his rings, he got to see Michael Jordan, and not just Michael Jordan's son.
That's overkill. Like, because I think like
dipping down your wife every night or your ex-wife every night.
I think a motherfucker like Scottie should be able to be like, you know what? It'd be different if like we went on. Hey Jordan, I'm finna come pick up the boys, and I'm taking the kids here. And I don't think it was really nothing like that, bro. He don't have no real relationship with Marcus Jordan other than
I agree
with your father. Like that's
I played with your father. I saw you as a kid, and now you putting it in my mouth. I mean,
with my wife and my ex-wife every single day.
Bro, can you imagine if they just sit down and have a roasting session, and this nigga like, man, shut up before I go fuck your wife.
Oh shit! Hey Scottie, you remember what it tastes like?
At the end of the day, it should be old news though. Like you can't beat Scottie Pippen.
But Scottie's in a hurt place, so it's not old news. He's in a hurt place, man. He's in a hurt place.
He in a hurt place, but he in a hurt place for no reason because he listening to social media or whatever, bro. Like at the end of the day.
I mean, Robert Horry's gonna be in the same place when he find out he ain't getting that documentary.
He been cheating on his wife for years. Like, let's get that out the way. He been cheating on the woman for years when he was married to her, cheating on for years.
Oh, Michael Jordan Jr. ain't cheating on her.
I don't.
He ain't cheating on
her. Like, I'm not saying he is or isn't, but like at the end of the day, like he wifed a woman that's 15 years older than him. Like,
oh well, she got money. She could buy me a grand piano. I don't know what you're talking about.
She got money.
Yeah, she getting paid from Scottie Pippen. He got money.
That ain't no
his money. Like, his money is now my money.
It ain't no difference from the money that Marcus Jordan got from his head.
That's right. You're right. But now, when she get the money from Scottie Pippen, he get the money from her. Now he getting Scottie Pippen money. This ain't Usher money. This Scottie Pippen money. You feel me?
He not
Scottie.
Ain't no Usher bills. This Scottie bills.
She not really getting that bag for real. All them kids grown.
I don't care. Alimony. She getting something.
That shit
when
ain't
you
that
famous,
much.
you automatically get alimony.
Bro, so, Scottie Pippen didn't make. If Jordan didn't make that much money from the league, Scottie definitely didn't.
Well, Scottie, I'm not talking about from the league. I'm just talking about his bank overall.
What business do Scottie Pippen got them for?
He been on ESPN looking like a crackhead.
What commercials do you see Scottie Pippen in? Bro, you got to make it make sense. He don't have no shoes out. He don't have shit out. Like nothing that's selling, bro. Like
they got the Scottie Pippen.
All right, come on.
Bro,
Scottie wasn't marketable. He wasn't like
Scottie was not marketable, bro. Like stop it.
You just don't know. You don't. That dude might be swimming in money right now. He could invest in something.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't know.
I mean, he could, but I mean, it's not from
he's
playing in the NBA.
What's these?
Oh man, get that shit off.
Scottie Pippen's stop playing Those the Scottie Pippen do game worn do hit. This nigga don't even got his own shoe. You can only find his worn shoes, nigga.
Bro, them bitches was only selling in Chicago, bro.
Scottie,
them motherfuckers are not.
Ain't you in Chicago?
In Chicago.
Ain't you in Chicago?
Thailand.
Never had a pair.
Oh, them bitches ain't even selling in Chicago. Them motherfuckers are selling in Thailand. Okay.
Oh man.
No, they was like in the 90s. No, in the 90s, motherfuckers used to wear Scottie Pippen.
Actually,
like,
I lied, gang. You can actually come out here to SAC and you can find some at DD's discount for about $5 on God.
Bro, motherfuckers.
All right, so through Scottie Pippen's whole career, he made $109 million, bro. That mean, you feel me?
That's guarantee
just all basketball. What about
I guarantee you he ain't made $50 million since he retired, bro. I guarantee you this.
See, no, you're wrong. You're wrong because it says he made $109 million in salary in the NBA and tens of millions more in earnings from endorsements. Despite his time on the Bulls, his most earning from the market.
Why you think this motherfucker trying to sell that contract? Why y'all think he wrote that controversial ass book last year? He was trying to get some fucking money.
No, 100% because Pippen was Mrs. Pippen was taking it. I mean, Mrs. Pippen Jordan was taking it off.
Mrs. Pippen Jordan.
Pippen Jordan, dog. You out of line.
Pippen Jordan. That's not how you address it when she get married.
She got 4 kids by Scottie Pippen, bro. She got 4 kids.
She about to have twins by Michael Jordan's son.
She got how many kids?
Well, I think she got 4 by him.
She about to have 4 more by Michael Jordan's son.
She probably can't even have kids no more. She's 50 years old, bro.
You're insane. I just want to give y'all a little preview about what my end of post was. Baby Jordan, you're sick. That woman got 4 kids and 15 years you're elder, and you got all these bitches out here, and you gonna pick that? I should slap the
just to help my father out. Yes, I will.
Just make sure you come back with a different in the post next week.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. He clearly like this bitch. Ain't no
just
way
to help my father out. Yes, I will.
Bro, ain't no way he just wifing her for nothing. Like for nothing.
I will
bro.
I will be there for my daddy.
You wife her for
I ain't gonna lie though. The woman look good though, bro. Like let's be honest. She's 49. She 49, but that woman look like she about 29, 30 years old, bro. At the bare minimum.
About 35, 40. Yeah.
I'm talking about how we see her. I don't know what. I ain't never seen her without the makeup and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But like how she come off, She look like a 30-year-old woman, bro. She 50.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. With how thick these girls come today,
let's say fuck Scottie for the rest of this night. Let's get to these final thoughts. We're gonna start from ATN and work your way back to me. ATN, take it away.
Nah, man, like always, man. Appreciate you guys having me on. I was trying to get a little bit more from Professor Troy, but you know, he started off with his nastiness and we just had to move on because
I answered your questions, man.
You didn't, but
I did.
I appreciate it. Was A for effort. I'll give you that.
I told you he's number 30th. DJ.
Even the final thoughts, y'all still going at it. My goodness. Don't forget to to tune in Wednesday.
Shit, I'm getting ready to go live on my gaming channel, nigga. Come find me.
It's 7:15 on Wednesday. Thursday, we got Players versus Team with Zamora and Willie. Friday, of course, we got Inside the Huddle with Moo, GQ, and Mel. I can't wait to meet some of these guys in person because Troy looked like a whole vibe.
Hey, just ask Mel. Hey, Mel called me this morning like, "Nah, bro, I need to tell you, bro, we got to talk." And I didn't see his call, so he texted me. He's like, "Yeah, I called you." I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "Nah, I got some stuff I got to tell you." I'm like, "Yo, when you left, my mom was like, yo, your friend, I love him. He's part of the family. Part of the family." That's right. Troy like that, man. You're gonna learn it. Especially once I get my back fixed and I can shake my shit, bro. Go ahead, boo up.
Yep. I could have sworn your back was fixed on that video.
No, nigga, my legs was numb, bro. I could barely stand, bro, but I didn't care. I kept turning them another way so they'll come back to feeling and they'll get numb that way. I turn them another way. Bro, I was in so much pain that I didn't care. I wanted to dance. I used to have my own dance crew, bro. I'm a dancer, bro.
When you get off the sauce, that's what happens.
You already know, man. Y'all Monday, man. I'm out.
Move it.
Hey, it's another great basketball show. Appreciate everybody for sliding through. Follow the taglines if you haven't. Like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. And yeah, you know, I'm gonna see you back here on Friday. And don't forget, Baby Jordan, you fumbled. There's some thick Jones out there.
Jordan's a bitch. I mean. But guys, thank you, ATN. Thank you, Cousins. I know Cousins dropped out. He left us. Feel me? Didn't even say bye, but it's all right. The disrespect. I appreciate Cousins ATN dropping by. But you see us. You see what we do. We got some things planned. Like I told ATN, we got some stuff planned. I would say give us within the next 6 months. I got some big SAS. I wasn't playing when I said that. Like we got a route to get SAS up here. So stay tuned. I'm your boy.